Hey everybody, it's Chris back with the final review for the Big Blue Collar Beer Gourmet of January. Once again, we've got a San Diego selection. This is the second to the last San Diego selection. The broadcast you'll see on February 2nd will actually have the last bottle. In this case, it'll be a can that I brought back from San Diego. So it was fun while it lasted, but eventually the inventory is going to run out, and so I'm down to my final two San Diego beers. This one in particular, I'm really looking forward to because they make such great beers. That is the Windows Up IPA from Alpine Beer Company. They are in San Diego County. I forget where exactly they are. Um, oh, they're in Alpine. Okay, so that's San Diego County. This IPA is extra dank and resinous. Enjoy its piney aromas and tropical notes from a blend of Citra and Mosaic hops. This has a 7.0 ABV. I am not seeing IBUs, nor am I seeing a bottled on or brewed on date, so that's not a big deal. I mean, I'd love to see it, but I'm getting to the point where I don't expect to anymore because so few brewers do it. I did go on Untapped and discovered that 30 of my friends have given this a cumulative score of 3.93, and altogether 40,000 have given it a score of 3.92. So when it comes that close to 4.0, that ain't bad. And because it's one of the very last San Diego selections, even though I have two different varieties of IPA glasses, I am going to be using my Mike Hess can glass because it's a glass that I picked up in San Diego. And just so you know, if you go to Mike Hess Brewery in North Park, and I'm sure the others are like this, but I can only speak for North Park, only been to North Park. If you buy a flight, you're going to get a little ticket, like for a raffle. When you're finished with your flight, go hand it to the bartender and you get one of these for free. So that's pretty cool. Going to be using my Venezia bottle opener that Tony got me when he was in Venice. I did pay $2.49 for this 12-ounce bottle, so that does put it within the 12-ounce range. I'm going to open this very slowly. It got knocked over. I saw it got knocked over in the fridge, and I'm hoping that I don't end up with an eruption. But I did not. Hooray! Hooray, hooray. On. The label and the thing says happy camping. See? Right on. Okay, let's see how this pours. Let's see what it looks like. Get this up into the camera so you can get a better view of the color. And from what I'm seeing on the camera, it's actually coming through a little lighter than the beer itself. That's kind of surprising. It's not usually the way it goes, and oh, wow. Little drop right on the keyboard. Okay, and that drop right there, I tasted dankness, that's for sure. Boy, do I smell hops. I smell hops inside and out. That is a serious hop profile. In fact, that's all I smell. As you can see, it's sort of a wispy head up here. Maybe that's because it got knocked around in there. I'm going to describe this as a very low carbonation. You can see a few bubbles working their way up through the glass, but not too many. The color is, well, as I said, you're actually seeing it darker than it is. So, anyway, I think we've covered all the angles. $2.49 for a 12-ounce bottle, 7.0 ABV, Windows Up IPA from Alpine Beer Company. Let's give it a shot. Cheers. Man, that's good. That's really good. That is, okay, it tastes like a handful of hops, and it tastes like a handful of hops in honey, because there is a sweetness to it, but you can actually get past the bitterness. The bitterness is not subdued, but it's refined. So it's not bitter just because somebody threw a bunch of hops into it. Somebody figured out just the right hop profile to create this particular flavor, this particular level of bitterness, and then did something, I'm thinking, maybe had a sweetened malt to make it just a little sweet on the aftertaste. This is definitely an IPA lover's IPA. It's got a I would say actually a low mouthfeel. And I'm not getting much of an alcohol burn. A little bit on the back of the throat, but not much of one. Um, as I said, that bitterness hits you first, and then as it continues to roll across the tongue, it just becomes sweeter. This is a really complex beer. This is a beer that definitely deserves. I was trying to think whether I was going to give it a 4.5 or a 4.75. I may have to give this a 4.75. This is honestly a tremendous beer, and it's definitely an IPA lover's beer. If you're on the fence about IPAs, or you've got a friend who you're trying to bring into the IPA fold, don't give them this. And if you're thinking about IPAs, this is the kind of IPA you work up to. This is not a beginner's IPA, and it's certainly not for somebody who's so so about IPAs. So that's good stuff. I think I'm actually going to go with 4.75 for that. So, once again, that's the Windows Up IPA from Alpine Beer Company. 249 for a 12-ounce bottle, which I picked up at Bottlecraft Bottle Shop in North Park. So, until next time, drink good beer, don't break the bank doing it, and cheers.